Why did you decide to fight?
The Jedi served no one with inaction.
The war went poorly before Revan and the Jedi lent aid to the Republic. Many of us believed the Jedi to be cowards who were afraid to face the Mandalorian threat. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
Unlike many of the Jedi, I could not stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Yes, I felt it too. The rush of life as the Mandalorians were cut down.
It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
But you just pick up a remote anyways.
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off. Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs. I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You could play Pazog with that.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
At cards?
That too.
This is going to be a short journey if everyone were watching each other for betrayal.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Is that why Atris was siphoning power of the Telos Academy?
The reasons for such siphoning of power are complicated, and I do not know all the answers. But there is something greater being achieved. The teachings at the Academy must be preserved, even if it draws strength from Telos.
Athos thought Bayudur was the key to saving Telos.
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Echani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
You'd never understand. Hidden away in your academy listening to some scudda who never fought in wars.
I see. Forgive my words. They were poorly chosen.
It's just difficult to describe to someone who wasn't there.
The Mandalorian Wars were like that for many. Many returned, who could not tell of their experiences in a way that could bring meaning to them. You may ask. I do not wish to speak. You may ask.
Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Echani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
You just take value in yourself. As well as slaves, if you have no value in anyone but Atris, you have no value to me.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
Are you making some comment about me turning from the Jedi Code?
Nothing except that which you have interpreted. I do not know. That is a...
Right.
I meant no offense, but the question remains. If the question angers you, oftentimes there is a reason for such anger. You may... I am training. That...
Wait, can you, like, be like...
I do not... Yes? I am trained that...
Why do you call it handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens.
You're the last of them?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
If your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to your training.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
To lose those combat techniques would be tragic indeed.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Yeah, I agree to show how far you're willing to go for goals.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Taris was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was saying?
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death, for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student. Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other. You may ask. I do not...
Don't tell me we crashed. Oh, okay. I thought we crashed. I was scared.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force.
How come he never talks? How come it's like some... It sounds like some form of ritual.
It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly. Yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life. My life is yours. I beg you, please, let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
Yes? You may ask. I do not... You may... It is not possible... Yes? Yes? I am trained that...
Alright, I guess you can't fight with her yet.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This
You're the
ship
one
is
that
not
let
the
her
galaxy.
join us,
There is only
bitch.
so much room.
As many as want. Only as many as I need, and only as many that sacrifice themselves to me.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Why are you angry? How do you know that?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
Is something happening?
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
I will reflect upon this.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
A discussion, perhaps. Ask.
You don't seem like the Handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
You could... She's here to help us. I trust her. Allies should stand together.
Do you think to turn her from Atris's will? If so, I hope your arrogance will prove true in time. But I will abide her presence. She may have her uses.
Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat. And as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
We need every tool we can get if Atris tries anything.
Good. That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time. Yes? Very well. What is it that drives you? I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
What does that mean when we fight?
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus.
Does this have any advantages?
It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. Very well. What is it that drives you?
Which know more about Force?
Very well. Of which...
The one that allows me to focus on the Force.
It allows you to recover your strength with the Force more quickly, and it lends strength to your Force powers. It has no other drawbacks. Such a form is a gift, preferred of the Jedi Consulars, and effective in combats where you must fight only through the Force.
I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. Very well.
Oh. That's it.
Ask.
Okay. Did you know Revan?
I missed...
Okay.
Ask.
I had a question about Revan's mass. Such a huge force against the Republic.
A discussion.
Okay.
Ask.
Do you know anything about the Sith who pursue us?
Nothing more. There is...
Damn, so we can't really, like, influence, like, fail. Hell yeah, damn.
Look, I know we've been through some rough times so far, but you need to stop letting it get to you.
Do my features trouble you?
Well, the signs are starting to show.
Your
You don't
signs
look like
are
you've slept
starting to
in
show.
weeks. Or a year.
That's it. Citadel, Tila Citadel. Oh yeah, right. We have to go turn in that bounty. And then we can go to Danton. Bring. I guess then. Because we got them both on Telos. And we're just turning in a quest, so. I don't want to level up the handmaiden just yet. But we will give her clothes. Did we level her up? Or... Oh.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to
We'll probably do
facilitate
level her up.
communications. Recitation. And bring about the
Until,
termination of hostilities. Optimal ratio achieved. Failing master.
I shall honor them with battle. I shall honor them with battle.
Let's get this over with.
Failing master.
No one wanted to help me. Okay.
Greetings.
Hey, it's not my fault they built you not taller than the refresher bowl. How are they not off you? thought they'd be on Archibald now.
So you've returned.
I'd like to talk to you about the bounties.
What is it?
I killed the escaped criminals.
I see. And where and when did you kill them?
I followed them to the restriction zone where they were on duty as Zerkla security and killed them.
I see. Well, you certainly earned the bounty on those two dangerous criminals. Here it is. I think you'll find the amount more than adequate. The TSF once again thanks you for your cooperation.
Only 200.
So you've returned.
That's it? Aren't you gonna arrest me?
While I was disturbed that you chose to defy our orders and obtain transport off Citadel Station, the matter has since been closed. It was the decision of Republic authorities that your testimony would no longer be necessary, and thus you'd be allowed to go. But as we discovered, you had already left. In some ways, it was lucky for us, avoiding a possibly embarrassing situation.
Why would the Republic change their minds like that?
Why does the Republic do anything? The head doesn't know what the feet are doing. The hands don't even know they've got fingers, let alone where they are. My opinion, they probably performed their independent investigation and figured it wasn't your fault. Anyways, you should just be glad I decided to overlook the fact you escaped arrest.
You should really improve your security.
Yeah. And if there's nothing else, I've got a job to do.
Alright. Now let's go to Dantooine. Because it's supposed to be like Nar Shaddaa, then like I don't know. Let me look this up. Dantooine's actually supposed to be last. But we're going there first because I want a lightsaber. Reform the droid's damaged chassis with the one you have. Take the vocabulator and insert it into the core. Initialize control cluster. Alright, it needs like, I think, one more part. Which we should get on Dantooine. And then we either go to Dux and Onderon or Nar Shaddaa. I think we go to Nar Shaddaa because I want Honhar. But I'm probably only going to go for like 15 to 30 more minutes. Wash. Well, we need to bring Vader. Maybe we bring Kreia. No, we bring At. Fuck Kreia.
Another visitor? You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first.
What are you talking about?
You're one of the salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot. But you look different.
Hey, my ship's not banged up.
Have you taken a look at your ship recently? It looks like it's been chewed up and spit out by a Wookiee. Twice. But you're the boss, so your ship is in just great shape. You really don't look like a salvager, though. Why did you come here?
I'm a Jedi. I want to see the Enclave.
Jedi are nothing to joke about in these parts. Their secret enclave caused a lot of hardship for us during the war. Obviously haven't been here recently.
Okay.
You really are, aren't you? Haven't you caused enough trouble here? Most of us would be just as glad if your kind never came back, and the rest would just as soon see you killed. With the exchange bounty on Jedi, you'd be smart to keep your identity secret.
You will tell no one I've been here.
I will tell no one I've seen you, but please leave and don't cause any trouble.
Bitch.
What do you want? I don't have time for cursed salvagers.
I'm a Jedi. Show some respect.
A Jedi? I've got to tell the others.
Wait, what do you have against... You warn the others I'll destroy you.
I'm sorry, Master Jedi. I won't tell nobody if you spare me. I promise.
Can't take that chance that you will betray me, die worm. Interesting.
You have seen much during the war. Is it your wish to continue causing such suffering?
Only the weak serve the strong endure.
As always, General, when you lead, I shall follow. But it is only because we have been through so much together.
Damn it. Oh well. We will get the influence back.
What do you want now?
Damn, sassy bitch.
Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
You know what's funny? Is since I just got here, they're not talking about me. They're actually talking about Master Rook.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
Where's Administrator Adare?
Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
No. Oh, the door's just open. No, he's just a dick.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Why not?
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the Administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
What's exactly the problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then, they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment.
The salvagers stole your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
Why doesn't the Administrator help?
It's hard to deal with womp rats when you got a Gundark on your back. I believe she'll get around to it, but I think by then it'll be too late. I understand that the wheels turn slowly on this sort of thing, but my crops are in immediate danger. The salvaging laws on Dantooine are a mess, and in my mind they favor the salvagers.
Are you sure it's a salvager? Is there anything I can do to help?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
If you want my help, you'll have to cough up more than some dust-sealed war trophies.
These war trophies are advanced weapons that some of the Sith troopers had. Heavy ordnance, which wouldn't be much good for defending my home. I might be able to offer more if you take care of the problem, though. Can you help me out?
I'll see what I can do.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
I heard a rumor that the Administrator met with...
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
I prefer to call it a challenge, not trouble.
There is often opportunity in challenges, if you know how to look for it. I might have something for you. But first, you got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
I just wanted to see if anyone needed a hand.
Rare thing, a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something?
What sort of work do you have?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
How much is the reward?
2,000 credits.
With few settlers, lives are much more important than credits.
I agree with you, but I don't barter. I got more important things to do.
I'll see what I can do.
That's all I can ask. You want something? You really should talk.
How do you feel about the mercenaries?
I don't have anything to say about that.
Tell me about Kunda.
It's our home. Might be the start of an honest capital someday. Right now, it's not much more than a swoop bike stop.
How's the militia doing?
There aren't more than a dozen of us, and there's too many problems. People keep hoping that the Republic sends help. But we gotta help ourselves.
What do you know about the Administrator?
She's smart. She gets things done. The whole place would fall apart without her. Dantooine isn't the center of much anything. Our most talented people sometimes leave. Hard for someone to stay a farmer when they have the itch to do something greater. So we're lucky the administrator never went elsewhere. I bet she'd make a decent senator, even. We have a small...
Why is this place overrun by Kinrath?
Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about such things. 2,000. I agree with you, but I don't... What's up, you?
Okay. That's good crystal. Damn. It's expensive. Wisdom and charisma. And we'll see what we get out of the cage.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to
cave.
report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garevek.
Garevek?
Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garevek, unlike most everyone else.
Who's Garevek?
You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garevek, do you have some other problem?
I've had no problem with militia needs to worry about.
You haven't? Well, that's something. I'm the second in command over here, and we keep getting incidents. Our staff is stretched thin. Too thin. If you do have trouble, I'm not the one to talk to. You need to talk to Zeron. He takes a hands-on role as the militia captain.
Isn't being hands-on a good thing?
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Has the ministry talked to him about it?
Maybe. It's hard to say. They meet a lot. But it seems to me they let each other alone for the most part. I'm sure there's a lot going on with the militia that the administrator doesn't even know about. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced.
What can I do to help?
Just look around. See if Zeron's up to something on the side. Something that'll hurt the fragile peace we got with the mercenaries. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it.
Seems like Dantooine has a lot of trouble.
I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose. All right, stay out of trouble now.
Alright, we need to ask people about Zeron. What do you know about the mercenaries?
Jenish melaka wachino sa impos morcha chani rikasan. Wala kun bisking mong pal muliras ni mo poidwana.
Nothing. I think we're probably supposed to talk to the people outside.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you.
Didn't you ever learn manners?
Many of the weak are skilled in manners, but I am not weak. Do not seek to insult me again. I am done being inconvenienced.
Why is he talking
by
so
you.
slow?
The salvagers keep coming here and bothering the militia. That Garevik is the worst.
Welcome back to Kunda. How can I help you?
Why does everybody think I'm Salvador?
You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary.
You mean gritty?
A lot of people here hate Jedi. Any luck on getting... What do you want to... It...
Settlers and salvagers are always at odds.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adare. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Vin.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours?
I came in that ship, yes.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
I prefer you keep that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be liked here, or particularly anywhere these days.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
I'm looking for a Jedi. Could you tell me who you're talking about?
I feel I must step carefully here. You are not like other Jedi I have known. You seem darker somehow.
You change your experience too if you're hunted across the galaxy.
Yes, I understand. Say no more. For good or ill, I feel you are the only one remaining who can help me with the present situation. My friend. Let's just call him Fruk. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
He sent for me. He said you'll fill me in the situation.
We need the skills of a Jedi more than ever. He was helping investigate Azkul and his mercenaries, but he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sublevel, which isn't without its dangers, and he hasn't returned.
Go on.
I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
I could use some supplies or credits.
From what I know of your type, you have all of the equipment you need to deal with the sublevel. I do realize the Jedi Order disbanded, so you must find credits yourself, however. The sublevel is dangerous enough that the salvagers have not managed to properly search it. There are many artifacts of value. Normally, I ask for a percentage of all salvage. In your case, however, you can take whatever you find without the customary tithe. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Barun believes Zeron is up to something. I have evidence Zeron's actions are endangering Kunda.
What have you learned, Jedi? I hope that... Is there... I have no doubt that Barun means well, but I have every confidence in... He was investigating the mercenaries for us.
Oh yeah, we already went over this. We need to talk to people outside of this facility.
What do you want now?
Oh, I think the cave is this way. Probably the other way. We'll find out. Oh, these are Jedi parts. Or not Jedi parts, droid parts.
Let's settle this.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
What are you doing out here?
A couple weeks back, There was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Do you suspect foul play?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors.
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? It's just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something.
Depends on what it... Is there a reward?
There is. Oh, there is. A good one, too. I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken.
I'll see what I can do.
This won't take long.
Let's settle this.
Where are you going?
More where that came from.
Listen, I'm done. Oh, you started running away. Little bitch. He doesn't notice you. He appears to be walking past the Kinrath unharmed. This much.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about what? The sensors?
They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine?
Can you examine one of the sensors?
I'll have this open in no time. Child's play.
Inside the is hidden surveillance device. No wonder why they want them so badly. Good work, Bader. Provides strong evidence that Zaron is endangering relations with the mercenaries. Oh. Cheeky bitch.
Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. Yes, General?
Yotapak mito, hai best niksa tochim mapao krawenosha.
Maybe you should. My apology? No. Maybe you shouldn't be so jumpy.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi luma lithpa.
I'm just exploring. What are you doing? Yeah, surely you've heard of me. I'm Vern Khan, the famous Splunker.
Krempawi cho simorangta weba gonorimbo. Harandoto junsorito mas jurun makagrodo soto.
You're different from most of the mercenaries I've met.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi luma lithpa.
What do you know about the other mercenaries?
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi luma lithpa. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo.
Why do they keep you out of the loop?
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi luma lithpa.
Why do you get special privileges?
Charika yayakta min sobachina ninga ballo cha jukso ni chortuna.
You will tell me your trade secret.
Just like a Jedi.
Huta yanolia. Jukta genichu bawonki na jung winoton ma no mi urita. Kavanatakalu. Kavanami donki krato. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi luma lithpa. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo.
Do you have an extra gland?
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wanima orata wakata chi luma lithpa.
You'll give me your gland.
Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo. Kavanatakalu. Kavanami donki krato.
My deepest apologies. I need it greater than yours.
Shusabagra, Pachim Simporo Jiri, Jiri Chuba Chavosa Remala Nobe Jome Lumsa, Shak Wangoni.
Run, bitch, run. We could have probably killed the Kinrath and gotten the bland, but... But what's the fun in that? When we could just take it for ourselves.
You asked for it.
More where that came from. More where that came from. Time to even the odds.
Let's get this over with. Let me handle this.
What was that? Ooh. Just give me that. I'll give you that.
Time to even the odds.
Skip kill. Where's Patton? Can you like shoot, dude? Honestly, I didn't need the gland, but I wanted to take it. I'm fighting the killers.
Let's get this over with.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you. Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil.
Tell me more about the crystals.
The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers.
You said the crystals absorb the Force. I feel strange, but not weaker.
The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force.
Okay. Oh shit. It's a lot of Kinrath. crystals.
The crystal responds to you. This is very rare indeed.
What does it mean?
The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
Okay. Now we don't need Bayodir anymore, though. Like, the sensor array is the only thing we needed Bayodir for.
This won't take long.
So the question is, though, do we turn in the evidence against the militia dude? I think we save before we turn the evidence, because we don't know what it's going to do. I've never gone that quest before. Let's save before we talk to this guy, because I don't know if turning this in, like, turning them in will do anything.
I don't suppose you found any of those atmospheric sensors?
I found 3 of them.
That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000 credits for all of them.
Sounds like it's worth more than that.
It is worth more to us than that. I'll pay you 4,000 credits for the lot of them.
Here you go.
Thanks for your help on this. Here are the credits, as promised. I'll get this to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
I still have the... Yeah, I still have... Okay, so I could do both. Alright, cool. That's kind of what I wanted to do. I guess you don't get that quest unless you have Bader with you. This is interesting.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something?
I cleared the Kinrath cave.
So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something?
What's Garvex? I'll be going. I want to save before I, fuck something up.
It's you. You want...
What's Garvex's connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garvik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garvik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Brune asked me to investigate you.
He did he? What's this about?
He's concerned that you might provoke the mercenaries. He wants to try to reach a compromise with the mercenaries.
You can't compromise with those people. They're like Minox and a power converter sucking the life out of us. So he's asked you to go looking into what I'm up to. If I didn't need every last man here.
I think I can help you.
I appreciate. All right, I can use your help. But you can't tell anyone. There's a mercenary captain near what's left of the Jedi Enclave's courtyard. His name is Dopak. Just tell him that I said, go ahead. That's all. You have questions, but it's like this conversation never happened, got it? Just do it. It'll help out Kunda. We can talk more later.
Oh. Let's save on a different file.
Hello there. Yeah.
Seems like Dantooine I have evidence that Zero's actions are endangering Kunda.
I'm not the one to talk to. You should see Administrator Adare about that. We should probably talk about something else. All right.
Fine, I guess I'll go to Administrator Adare.
I hope that you have... Is there...
I have evidence that Zeron's actions are endangering Kunda.
What have you learned, Jedi?
Zeron told me to give a message to go ahead to Dopak of the mercenary camp.
Forgive me if I seem to doubt your word, but I won't impugn Zeron on the basis of hearsay. So unless you have any physical evidence...
Okay, hold on. Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. It's because I turned in maybe the sensors to him. Let me try turning the sensors to Zahara or Adara or whatever the fuck her name is. See what happens.
I hope that you... Is there... What?
I found these atmospheric since Zara has been using them to spy on the mercenaries.
Very well. I will deal with the situation as I must. Guard, please bring Zeron and Barun here immediately.
What is it, Terena? I'm very busy.
I'll get straight to the point. I have found evidence that you are unbalancing our precarious relations with the mercenaries. Do you deny this?
I deny nothing. You know I have done everything for the good of Kunda. The mercenaries are a real threat, though many here are blind to it.
I have no choice but to err on the side of diplomacy. Until further notice, I am giving command of the militia to Barun. I hope, Zeron, that you will continue to serve as Barun's second in command.
I believe you're making a mistake, Terena, but I will not let my pride compromise the militia. I will still serve.
Thank you, Zeron. You are dismissed.
I'm grateful for your support, Administrator. As the new leader of the militia, I swear to support your goals of peace and compromise.
That will be all, Baron.
Interesting.
Making a big mistake. There's good reasons for what I did. Barun is gonna get all of Kunda killed. You don't know the whole story.
What's the whole story?
Thanks for your support. I've been waiting for some time to get my chance to lead the militia the right way.
Okay, hold on. We gotta turn in the Kinrath thing first. I kind of want to know what happens if we do that and then, you know, we turn on Kunda with the militia.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something?
I cleared the Kinrath cave.
So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something?
What's Garvik's connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick.
Oh, I want to look this up.
Garvik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses, but nobody remembers Garvik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Hold on. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Mm-mm. Hold on. Wait, hold on. The one... Okay, so kind of... Okay, so what you want to do is... If you side against the mercenaries, you want to be... You don't want to turn Zeron in. But siding with the mercenaries, you want to turn Zeron in. It seems like.
I hope that you haven't run into any Is there...
I have evidence that Zeron's actions are endangering Kunda.
What have you learned, Jedi?
Found these atmospheric sensors. Zeron's been using them to spy on me and
Very well.
mercenaries.
I will deal with the situation as I must. Guard, please bring Zeron and Barun here immediately.
What is it, Terena? I'm very busy.
I'll get straight to the point. I have found evidence that you are unbalancing our precarious relations with the mercenaries. Do you deny this?
I deny nothing. You know I have done everything for the good of Kunda. The mercenaries are a real threat, though many here are blind to it.
I have no choice but to err on the side of diplomacy. Until further notice, I am giving command of the militia to Barun. I hope, Zeron, that you will continue to serve as Barun's second in command.
I believe you're making a mistake, Terena, but I will not let my pride compromise the militia. I will still serve.
Thank you, Zeron. You are dismissed.
I'm grateful for your support, Administrator. As the new leader of the militia, I swear to support your goals of peace and compromise.
That will be all, Baron.
Alright. Alright, but I think we're gonna end the stream there. And then tonight we will continue this and finish Tatooine and go to Nar Shaddaa. We'll save on this one. So I'll see you guys next time.